Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I am going to make a guess that you are at home this morning because kids are at home, school is out. Most of us are working virtually now, and we're in kind of strange times where things are different. But when things are different, it doesn't mean we stop. It just means sometimes we got to take things that we've always done and figure out a new way to do them. You have to shift. You have to pivot. Every time I say pivot, I think of that Friends episode. That's what's always in my head. But it's true, you do. You just got to think outside the box a little bit and think, how can I provide the same services, but, maybe in a different way, just in light of everything that's going on, so you might need to shift your prospecting right now. You might just need to be calling to check in on people instead of, saying, hey, do you want to buy or sell a house? So, and one of the things you might want to do is, you have listings. If you have a listing, you have sellers. You want to still advertise their property, you want to still work for them, but you want to do it in a way that's going to fit what's going on right now. And so something that we're seeing a lot of is virtual open houses. Might be something you want to consider. It advertises the property, you can still talk about it, get all the same information out there, but instead of making people leave their house and come to an open house, you're actually bringing the open house to them. Now, I did my first one this weekend. As with everything new, you learn as you go. So I'm going to share with you today some of the tips I think are the best way to hold a virtual open house to still get exposure, publicity, but be doing it, in a socially responsible way right now. So if you want to do a virtual open house, I'm going to walk you through the steps. Most of it is going to be through social media because, that's just, for a virtual tour, this is really, it's the best way to go. You're going to get in front of the most people. If you have a website or have somewhere else to promote it, go ahead. But I think for most agents, the place that makes the most sense is to do it on your social media. And I would start, if you have a Facebook business page, by creating a Facebook event. So put the date and time that you're going to be there. It doesn't have to be a Saturday or Sunday now. Most people are home with their phones in front of them. So pick a time that works for you, works for your sellers, schedule it, and then create your event. I do this on my business page, but that's because I have a pretty good following on my business page. If your business page only has like 10 people, maybe you want to schedule it on your personal page. Do it wherever you're going to get the most bang for your buck. So schedule your Facebook event and then go in and start inviting people to your event. So if you are friends with any past clients, any current clients, if you are social media friends with any of your current prospects, other realtors in the area, I would go in and start inviting them. I didn't want to do just my friends, because I did want to target people who, might potentially want to buy the house that I was marketing. But if you want to do that, you can. Again, it's just about getting it out there. So create your Facebook event. I would do this, several days ahead of time, so there's plenty of time for people to see it. Invite who you want to come. And then you need to pre-promote it. So, on our business page, we did some posts leading up to it saying, hey, don't forget to check out our virtual open house tomorrow at 1 p.m. Or, hey, you're stuck in your house, you're bored, come watch us tour a new one, and then put the date and the time. So we did some stuff to build up to it because we're going to do a Facebook Live, and if people aren't on their phones right then, they might miss the Facebook Live. So if you let them know it's coming, then they know to be looking for it. And again, it's all about more promotion for your listing. So schedule your event, invite people, do a few posts promoting it throughout the week, stating what day and time it's going to come. And then on the day and time that you're going to hold your open house, you're going to do a Facebook Live. Now, I try to do a Facebook watch party. Honestly, I would just do a live. I think I've been asking around and talking to some people, I think you're going to get better interaction with live. Watch party was actually a little bit complicated. The benefit for a watch party is you can do a watch party with a pre-recorded video. So if you can't, do your open house at a time where you want it to be live on Facebook and you want to go pre-record it, then you can do a watch party. I'm not going to go through all the steps for that today. You can kind of Google to see the difference between a watch party and a live video, but just go live from your business page. It's simpler. People will start to see it. You'll start to show up. And basically, we just did a tour of the house. I started it. I said, here's what a virtual open house is. You get to sit at home in your PJs and still check out this house without having to get out of your house, come drive over here, sign in. And if you have any questions or comments, you can just let me know. And we just started at the front door. We talked about the neighborhood. We talked about the price. We talked about, all the normal attributes of the house that people would be looking at when they're there for an open house. And, we went room by room. And if there was something cool in that room, I would show it to them, and literally just kind of a video walkthrough. It's a lot shorter, obviously, than your normal open houses. The whole thing probably only lasted about, I think 12 minutes was the whole tour. But just walk them through and share as much information as you can, and encourage them if they have questions to reach out to you. And you're going to do all that in your Facebook Live from your business page. Then you're going to save that. So when you do a Facebook Live, it can either just be live and it's gone, or you have the option to make that Facebook Live video a post. Make it a post, so then it stays there on your page. So anybody who missed it can see it later. And we saved it as a post, and then I actually went in the comments and put a link to our website with the property details. So if they really wanted to look at all the information for that house, it was right there in the post where they could click it. Then what I would do is share that from your business page to your personal page, because you're going to get a much wider reach if you hit both. And again, it's always good sometimes if you can share from your business to your personal, because it just lets everybody in your personal life know, hey, remember, I'm in real estate. This is what I do for a job. So you just kind of get more exposure if you do that. And that way you've covered all your bases, your business and anybody in your sphere who might potentially be looking for a house. So share it to your share from your business page to your personal page. If anybody comments or asks questions, that's a great time to interact with them and respond back, about the schools or whatever they might be interested in. And then here's a tip I learned from Christina Schaefer. She's the social media director at the Houston Association of Realtors. Shout out, Christina. She does a Facebook Live every Monday morning, and she was saying she actually gets the most views when she posts a follow-up and says, hey, did you miss our chat with so-and-so? So it's good to post it again as another post. And she says she actually gets more views on the follow-up post than she actually does on the mornings where she does the live Facebook live Facebook video. So the next day, say, hey, did you miss our virtual open house? Here it is again. So just the more you can get it out there, the more views you're going to get. Your seller should be happy because, they're getting the exposure, they're getting the advertising, but people aren't being forced to leave their house or come in, because I don't think you would get any traffic if you held a traditional open house right now. So those are just some steps to do a virtual open house. We're going to talk a lot about virtual business over the next couple weeks, just what you can be doing differently in your business to still help your clients, but, also be mindful of what's going on out there in the world. If you have questions, and I hope you schedule one, if you schedule one, let me know how it goes and try all those steps. And if you have any ideas or anything better, we are all learning in this together. So reply back and please let me know. I hope you all are well and safe, and I will see you next Monday. Have a great week.